beautiful people. Welcome back to a beautiful night. It's finally not 100 degrees. Of course it's midnight, but listen, it's quiet. There's no cars, there's no leaf blowers, there's no sirens, there's no planes. It's wonderful. So I'm very happy tonight. Tonight we're going to do something I have done in the past, but I haven't done in a while, and I kind of want to. So we're going to be doing a pearl pour with a chaos pattern initially, and we're using one of my Amsterdam pearls as the pour over color. So I hope this is going to be really cool. I think it is. So this is a 24 by 30 from Artists Loft. I have painted my sides and edges, and I have taped and pinned the back. So that's ready to go. Let me show you the colors. We are using some beautiful autumnal colors tonight. We have some beautiful Prussian Blue from Golden. Gorgeous stuff. And my paints are not super thin tonight. I have thinned them out a little bit, but I don't want to go super thin. So that's our Prussian Blue from Golden. This is Amsterdam Bronze, which is beautiful. And when it dries, it's amazing. This is just one of the coolest colors ever. That's the bronze. Then we have Golden's benzimidazolone burnt orange. I have to just say it. I can't think about it too much. I love this. We did a pour with this last week, which was gorgeous, and I really loved how it turned out. This one started out as Naples yellow light, and then I wanted it a little bit more yellow, so I added just a tiny squeeze of cadmium yellow. Then it was too yellow, so I put some white in there. I put a drop of the burnt orange in there, but it's this very soft, pale, creamy yellow, very pale yellow. So, and then last but not least, we have some Amsterdam titanium white, which is very important for contrast. I didn't want to add it to the palette, but this color and this color can dry very dark, and so I felt like we needed one more light color to have more contrast in the painting. The pearl yellow. This is our pour over color, Amsterdam Pearl Yellow, which dries a very beautiful light gold color on top of something dark, and on top of something light it dries this color. And it's got a little bit of a shift to it when it's on something light, but when it's on something dark, beautiful stuff. So I think we're gonna actually just put down a little bit of this, not as a base coat, but we're gonna put the rest of the paint down like this too, but I want some of that on there. Now we're gonna put down our colors, and this is the chaos part of it. We're gonna start with some Prussian Blue. Putting down some color for right now. Okay, we've used that whole cup. We're going to put down some bronze. Okay. Now we're going to come in with the burnt orange. Naples yellow color. Kind of fill in any gaps. And we're going to use our titanium white also. We're going to kind of tilt this out just a little bit to kind of get all of these separate puddles moving as one puddle. Again, this is the chaos part. And interestingly enough, I'm usually kind of linear. This is actually really fun to me. I love this process. So now it's all kind of moving as one, and we're just sort of spreading it around on the canvas. I'm not taking any paint off yet. But now we have one big puddle instead of 15 little ones. Okay. All right. This is the fun part. Okay, so we're going to take this entire tub of paint and pour it on top of here, and then we're going to tilt it out really fast. Ready, HOA?
Yeah.
Okay, lots of bubbles, that's okay. Keep a tiny bit. Whee! It looks like a latte. Let's start this. I think the reason that had so many bubbles in it is because I just thinned it out again right before we started shooting. So now the idea here is that we're going to tilt out this pearl yellow over all of these other colors, and we're going to stretch it out so thin that the other colors have a chance to pop through. Okay, are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, my love.
Okay, find the way to paint. I'm gonna move this around a little bit. We're gonna go off of this corner first and bring it back. Down to center again and go off of this side. And we're pushing that pearl over all those other colors. Looks kind of neat like that. Take it back to the middle again. Go off this edge. Down. Back to the center again. Okay, we're gonna stay there for a second. Get some of the extra paint off. So now I'm stretching this side super thin. Okay, let's look at this for a second. It's looking pretty cool. I see colors underneath, which is awesome. I think we might still have a little bit too much on this edge, so let's take it this way. Let's see if we get some more paint off of there. Because it's still moving pretty quick. What do you think, H? What do you think is a cool idea?
As long as it comes through somewhere, Matt. As long as it comes through.
Yeah, it should. It should. Okay, let me wipe my hands off and we're going to torch that again. Do you see all these little pin pricky cells starting? No, we'll see. I kind of want to take more off, but I don't want to distort the shape of what's going on here already. So, I think we're just going to wait. I will show you guys when this is dry, because I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So, this was our Chaos Pearl Pour using Amsterdam Pearl Yellow as the pour over color. So, we'll be right back with dried results. Okay, so here we are with our dried results, which did not turn out quite how I wanted them to. You tell me, Cherry, when you can see it shifting to colors versus just pearl yellow.
Yeah.
So is it all pearl yellow?
Yeah.
But there is actually some color here, and it is very pretty to look at. So we're going to enhance it a little bit. I'm going to use a stencil. And we're going to use our transparent base coat, and we're going to do a blowout on top of this, and I think it's going to be beautiful. So,
just like you.
Ah, you're sweet. So I'm going to put the camera up there and film this part and show it to you real fast of where we put the stencils and how I do it and all that. This is the one we're going to use. I think it's really pretty, and I think it's going to be cool. So, we'll be right back. beautiful people, welcome back. We are continuing our adventures on this 24 by 30, what was supposed to be a pearl pour, but is not. But we have let it dry and we have added our stencils and they have come out really, really pretty. I'll show you this real quick like this. Probably gonna have it vertically oriented like that. But the stencils came out beautiful. And this is the golden glass bead gel with this awesome texture. I love it. These two are a little thicker, so they're more raised. There's more of a relief. That one's a little flatter. I think that the flatter one will probably work a little bit better, but these look pretty cool anyway. If I wasn't going to do a transparent base coat, I would think about doing them thicker, but if you are, probably the thinner's a little better. So we are going to do a transparent base coat on this and a blowout, and it's going to be really awesome. So let me show you the colors really quick. Same colors pretty much that we used in there, slightly different. We have that beautiful burnt orange again. This time everything is thin. Super thin. For me, super, super thin. Okay, that's the burnt orange. This is the quinacridone nickel Azo Gold from Golden. Also super thin. And then I have some cadmium yellow deep. And then we have Amsterdam Greenish Blue. Okay, and then over here I have a little bit of titanium white with just a tiny bit of Vallejo Pro Medium in there. Okay, so, and then this is my pouring medium, which is also the transparent base coat. This is super thin and has been strained 3 times. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the transparent base coat on top and tilt it out, and then we're going to put down our colors and blow them. Alright, so we're going to put the, I just got my medium all over my cheek. Okay, ready, honey? Mm-hmm. I'm just going to put a big puddle of this on here, and then we're going to tilt this out and cover the whole thing, make it nice and thin. We're going to go off that corner first. To the center. So, what I want to do is kind of go through here and then have another branch going up that way. So I think we're going to start with our greenish blue. We're going to go this way and then that way and then that way, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
I lost. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're going to start off the edge of the canvas. That's good. Put a little bit of white down now. Some burnt orange. And let's see if it goes up. Get a tiny bit more blue. Okay. I'm going to use my Makita cordless leaf blower. We're going to blow this out. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here we go. gonna start down here. Ready, honey? Okay. That's pretty cool. What do you think, honey?
Yeah.
Do you think it needs any more than that? That's cool. I like it. Alright. I'm gonna stop. Okay. Let's torch this real quick. I'm gonna turn it sideways so I can see it better. Okay, cool. Well, that's looking pretty awesome. Turn this way so you guys can see it the right way. And I think we are done. So that's the bottom. This is the top. This is cool. I will show you guys when it's dry. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and spending your time with us. We really appreciate y'all. We'll be right back with dried results. I think this is going to be really striking on top of that base coat, which is like kind of pale and a lot of gold. I purposely didn't put any metallics in the blowout because the background is so metallic. It's going to be cool. Okay, here we are with our dried results of all the different steps. This one was quite a journey, but a beautiful, colorful one. It was really interesting going from that very first pour, which I thought was going to be a pearl pour, and being very disappointed that it didn't work, and realizing my base coat, my pearl yellow, was way too thick to allow any cells to come through. But I do love the background that it created, and I think that the blowout that we did with the transparent base coat came out really, really pretty. Gorgeous details in there. I love all those colors. Wish this top part had been a little bit wider, but you know, these stencils on here are so cool. You guys can see how raised they are and the shadows they're creating. Initially I was going to use a darker blue, but then the algae caught my eye and I just love it. So, but I was thinking of darkening those a little bit, or maybe putting a little bit of some very, very dark blue on top of the stencil parts. I don't know, let me guys know what you guys think. And can you give me a little tilt so we can see the pearl yellow bling? Okay, that's cool. One more? All right, awesome. Very cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This one was a lot of fun. It was definitely a journey, and taught me a lot to not give up on something and to persevere and put some more work into it, and you get something that you love. So don't give up on what you think are your fails. So there's always hope. Thanks for being here, guys. Love you a lot. We'll see you later.